JPG and PNG graphic file converter to DXF and 2D sketches in ZW3D. The basic functionality of the ZW3D program supports the import of graphic files and the conversion of raster graphics, e.g., JPG or PNG formats, into vector graphics and sketches. Simply select an image in the 2D sketch, and it will appear as lines, arcs, and splines. This feature is excellent for importing perfect graphics based on detecting the color shift boundary. It performs significantly worse with real-world photos. The limitations of the functionality built into ZW3D are: lack of proper scaling, detection of multiple lines in the absence of a clear color boundary, distortion of the object in the case of a photo taken in perspective, or the inability to adjust detection sensitivity. The capabilities and limitations of the ZW3D command are demonstrated through several different examples. Based on this, it can be concluded that this is a very useful functionality, but it is not always easy to use and not for everything. The possibilities of working with images and photos are increased by the 3D Master add-on, JPG and PNG graphic file converter to DXF and 2D sketches in ZW3D. In the first step, the program detects the background, which should be a uniform color with rectangular dimensions. This separates target objects from their surroundings. Matching parameters can be adjusted on a file-by-file basis. In the next stage, the program recognizes internal and external objects distinguished from the background, located inside the rectangular frame. You can adjust the detection sensitivity to the background and the size of detected objects. Exporting to a DXF file could take place in the background or be skipped, but for many users this may be the final step, which is why it has been included in the program. If the color difference between the background and the object is not within the declared sensitivity, the objects are skipped, which is visible in the target file and also immediately in the application preview window. The small external object filter affects the number of recognized shapes on the form, while the small internal object filter affects the detection of features inside already recognized objects, detecting various cutouts and holes. The number of detected objects is visible in the application. The detected contours are single lines and arcs, without overlapping or duplication, and can optionally be saved as splines. Much more of the differences and advantages of the application are revealed in the case of real, often imperfect, photos. The background on the card is a perfect rectangle, but in the photo, both the background and the subject, a rectangular pad with rounded corners, are distorted. Furthermore, lighting and shadows complicate image analysis. The final file already has a rectangular frame and a quadrangular object with parallel sides of the same length. The lighting and resolution pixels, as well as the structure of the object itself, the court pad, meant that it was not perfect either in the photo or in reality. The application has the functionality of fitting lines, arcs and circles, as well as tangent arcs and ellipses based on segments and points, which greatly facilitates further work in CAD systems. The most important thing is that the application has no limitations regarding shapes or colors, so it can be used to transform the most complex shapes into ready-made sketches and models that are not recognized in traditional image import. It is the user who decides how much and what they want to transfer from the photo to the sketchbook, thus increasing the possibilities and flexibility of work. The differences are plain to see.